Hey, welcome to Suds and Fluff. Welcome to my little YouTube channel. I hope that you guys are doing well out there in the world. I know it's been a long time for me making a video. It's been, maybe a few months, except for a few shorts. Yeah, winter's just a really busy time here because we're heating our house with wood, and just there's a lot of different the chores are harder for the animals, and yeah, I just haven't really honestly felt like making a video, and there's not as much that is really exciting because I'm not outside as much. So yes, we are here. We are still alive. We're still here. We are getting ready to have our new baby within a matter of weeks. So that's been something definitely on my mind and something really exciting. And I'm just doing a lot of indoor things with the house, cleaning and trying to get more organized for our family. This will be our 9th child, so and we just have a small-ish, farmhouse. So trying to be more efficient with our use of space, and doing some fun indoor projects. We've been doing some sewing, and I've been doing some spinning. Still continuing with the eBay listings, and yeah, I was feeling kind of just, I don't want to make a video if I feel kind of bored of making them, and yeah, but I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and I also wanted to read just this little section in this book. This is going to be about childbirth. So this is a book that I like. It's called Birthing Normally by Gail Peterson. I'm just going to read this little paragraph about kind of like the mindset behind birth, what that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And I read this every pregnancy. So this is where it's not called really anything, but here we go. Labor is two people working together, mother and baby. A mother must yield to wherever her baby takes her in labor. Preparation and plans have been the mother's making. Now she must open herself to the unknown of her baby traveling through her. Her work is hard and requires access to her own strength. And it is easy, because she can only follow her baby. There is no other choice. It is this combination of strength and yielding that brings a woman through birth, in a manner in which she is able to learn more about herself. Whatever the delivery experience, whatever the outcome, it is a learning experience of great potential for the woman, one from which she can glean valuable insight into herself if she is not afraid to look. The courage to look inside at the unknown country that stretches beyond our current knowing is the same quality of letting go, of yielding necessary for birthing ourselves and our babies. This philosophy has been communicated throughout classes, that a woman is preparing for the unknown, and once she is prepared, she is still before the doorway to the unknown. However, she is calm and relaxed at the entrance. She accepts the unknown and accepts her inability to control it, necessitating her yielding to it. Her strength lies in her confidence to open the door and begin the journey through unknown territory. This confidence influences the journey itself. This is especially true for a woman giving birth for the first time. Working through fears, conflicts, and anxieties has given her the confidence to open the door. It has not given her any more knowledge of what is there for her. Only her labor can tell her more. So I just really like just the philosophy behind that, because it is such a balance between yielding and strength, like that book was saying. So I just wanted to share that. We did deal with quite a bit of sickness this winter, and when you have a large family, it just seems to go on endlessly, because one person after the other is dealing with different symptoms and illnesses. So we had a few weeks where we had the flu, and then we kind of had like a reoccurrence of the flu a little bit later, but everyone is well now. So what else? For the garden this year, we're trying to just use seeds that we already have. Switching topics completely. We didn't want to make an order for seeds. Well, we did want to, but honestly, we have so many, and just the money was running low, so we decided let's just use the seeds we have. And we're probably going to buy some seedlings as well, just because we have a lot of local farmers that do a great job with the seedlings, way better than we do. And when we do seedlings, we end up having to figure out some way to keep the cats from lying on them, which is like the main problem. And we only have one seedling light, so we may end up doing like a small amount of seedlings. But yeah, we're not going to do a huge seedling setup. We're going to be using what we have. The one thing I did do this year is I ordered from Fedco, I ordered some rootstocks and some scion for apple trees. So we're getting 10 dwarf rootstocks, and we're getting 10 scion cuttings, so that we can start some dwarf apple trees. And I don't have the list right here, but I picked, I think, 5 different types of apple trees that looked good from the description. One was Northern Spy. I'll have to maybe tell you later, but so we're going to be learning how to graft the scion onto the rootstock. And I got a grafting knife and the sealant coating and some of the PVC tape for wrapping the graft. So yeah, rather than pay, $30-$40 for the tree, and it was a little harder to get the dwarf-sized trees in the apple trees I wanted. I decided that we would make it more of a learning experience. I've always wanted to try my hand at that and learn a little more about grafting. And theoretically, with 10 little apple trees, it would be a nice start to a little orchard. Although I think it's going to be probably not till next season, or maybe a couple years, that we put them into a spot where they're going to continue to grow. I think at first they will be in a nursery bed, possibly in the greenhouse, or possibly just out in the garden, and so they can continue to grow without us completely losing track of them or forgetting to water them. So that's my one exciting kind of expansion project for the garden this year. Obviously, we do have already a lot growing for perennials, and we'll just have to see what we get to as far as we would like to grow a lot of food as far as fruits and veggies. So we'll have to see what we get around to this year with the new baby and how everything goes with that. And the Angora bunny update is that we're down to 7 bunnies. So we sold 1 bunny a few weeks ago, and we had 1 bunny actually die this past winter. I think because of the cold. We had a lot of extreme cold in the negatives. So that was really sad because she was one of the bunnies we were hoping to breed, and she was a good mother. But we are planning on breeding 2 does later on, as the weather warms up, so we don't have to worry about having them inside. And probably towards May, we will be breeding them for a little batch of summer, 2 litters of summer bunnies. And other than that, we've got the geese that we're hoping will have a nest this year for the first time. We have the chickens, which we would like to have them hatching some nests out, because last year we actually only had 1 hen that survived. It just wasn't a good year for the hatching for some reason. And then we have our Muscovy ducks, which we are going to be hopefully getting a lot of eggs this year, because we actually have, for hens, I think we have, yeah, Elle was saying we had like 15 hens. So we have some drakes that we definitely need to butcher, which I think we're doing in a couple days, as the weather is a good temperature for there to be no flies, and for it to be warm enough to also use the hose, which is really nice. And then we'll get that meat, and we're also working on, we really need to get the birds contained so they're not coming out and causing issues with our garden, where they're eating all their fruit and making a mess and ruining the garden. So those are our homesteading focuses this year. And yeah, there's always a lot going on and to plan, and little projects here and there. So I think I will probably keep making some videos. I have a few like craft idea videos in mind, and also just the homesteading projects as we get to them. Okay, so I'm going to show off the pillowcases that I've been sewing. This is the first one. It's a flannel, and it's got some like wild animals on it. So nice and soft. We got these feather pillows at Rennie's. They're these nice big feather pillows that I think they're $12, so pretty good deal. And I really don't like getting the polyester or whatever polyfill, so there's one. Then we have these 2 smaller pillows. These are Rivka and Yael's. So they picked the fabric. This is Rivka's. These are the envelope style pillowcases. So I was showing them how to make them. Yael helped with hers. They like a smaller pillow, so that's what we have here. These are actually polyfill because they were at Goodwill. I don't usually buy pillows at Goodwill, but they looked handmade and like really clean, and they were half off, so they were like $2. And they like a smaller pillow, so it seemed to be about right. That's the Yael's fabric. Again, it's the envelope style. It's a nice, simple, easy beginner sewing project. So there's those, and then I just finished this big one. This is another of the big feather pillows. Let's see if I can show the actual print here. It's like a purple with a kids playing outside with like a bug net. I've had this fabric for, honestly, I think it was before I had any kids, even, from Martin's. And like, I've made a bag out of this fabric before, but it's just been sitting, so I used up the rest of it on this lovely pillowcase here. So that feels really good to be able to get something out of storage, and it's something we're gonna be seeing a lot because obviously the pillows are something we use a lot. So just really in the mood to use up a lot of the things that I have. I have a lot of craft supplies, especially fabric. So that's a few of the sewing projects. It's kind of hard to show the whole thing, but there we go. And then I was gonna show you the yarn, some of the yarn I've been spinning. So we'll start with this. This is Angora carded with California red sheep's wool. So it's kind of an oatmeal-ish color. And it is soft, but not as soft as the 100% Angora here. As you can see, this is white. This is from Potato. Very soft. These are all 2-ply, and then this one is from 3 different bunnies, Clover and Woolrow and Daisy. So, or was it Buttercup for the tan? Anyway, it's like tan, white, and gray all together. So this one is actually Hadara's because 2 of those are her bunnies, and she is knitting, I think she has a neck warmer project, but the girls like to get the yarn from their bunnies when it's done. So that's what this is. Actually, maybe if I hold them all together, you can kind of see the differences more. Yep. The white all Angora. This is all Angora. And then I like the feel of this. And it's going to be warmer than just wool. It does take more time because I'm carding it together with my little drum carder. So it takes a little more preparation to come out with this outcome. I really honestly prefer just spinning Angora without carding it. It always feels like I'm kind of mangling the Angora because it is such a fine and delicate fiber that when I card it, it can sometimes feel like I'm kind of mangling it, and it's not as, obviously it's not like straight off the bunny, and it's not quite the same for spinning. So yeah, that's some of the fiber projects that I've been working on. I'm just gonna go outside for a few minutes. It snowed last night, but it's sunny, so let's just take a quick look outside. What do you have? Yeah? Oh, it's so bright. Here's a lot of furniture we got rid of as we rearranged our kitchen this year. Kids are sledding out here. A nice fresh powder. I think we got 4 or 5 inches last night. It was really slushy and melty, and the kids were having such fun with the play kitchen. Is it slippery? It looks like there's ice under there too. Here's our Muscovy ducks. Hi, ducks. Hello, goosies. Hello. Oh. So here's our pair of geese. Hi guys. So we're hoping to make, I don't know if we can see, it's hard to see when I'm recording, it's so sunny, but the farthest little shelter there, I think is what we're hoping to put a floor on and a front, and then have it be the geese hutch, so that they can feel comfortable hatching out a nest. this year, hopefully. All right, well, now, are you looking for eggs? Yeah. We're starting to get quite a few eggs. I think we're getting 12 a day now. So that's nice. And although this time of year they do come in, they've been fairly clean, but some are coming in kind of dirty because it was getting mucky from the mud. Any eggs? Yeah, there are some. Oh, there's one way down there. I guess we need to come back with a basket. Did you hear that one? Well, we'll come back with a basket. Oh, she doesn't want you to mess with her, does she?
It's in spring.
Did you help him get his thing off?
What, your bib? Yeah.
That one is.
Yeah.
And here's 2 of the bucks. Okay. Don't touch your hands are wet. Here's potato and nutmeg. He's so sweet. Well, they're both sweet. Should we open the kennel? Say hi. Hi, nutmeg. Oh, isn't he cute? So he's a baby from last year. He has a really nice coat. It's not getting very matted, except just a little bit behind the ears, and it's very thick and nice. So I'm excited about his wool. And this is a potato. Probably seen a potato. He's a nice bunny. And he's got white wool, which you saw some of the yarn I was showing you. That was from his wool, that white skein. Good bunny. Yep, thank you. No, here's a fort the kids have been making with a teepee style. Let's see. Pretty cool. Little fort here. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.